To prejudice my mother's opinion, I called her and I asked her to feel the breast that I wasn't feeling the pain in or the lump, and she said, "Yeah, man, that's okay." And then I said, "I feel the next one," and as she touched the breast, there was this big lump there, and from that I went to I tried to make an appointment at a particular well-known place, but they told me that I could only do a mammogram if I'm 40. There was just this sense of quiet urgency. I went to the doctor, that was probably the Friday. I went to the doctor the Saturday. The doctor said, "You're young, more than likely it's trauma, maybe you hit the area, or it's benign, but it's very unlikely for somebody as young as you to be diagnosed." So she did feel the lump, and she said, "Oh, it's there," which was surprising to me because it's my body, and I interact with my body, bathing and everything, and I did not feel that there. When I went to do the ultrasound, the results came back inconclusive in layman terms, so they wanted to do a biopsy just to make sure. And I remember the doctor said, "I applaud you, because many women, when they're here to go do an ultrasound or to follow up with a biopsy, they don't. And then 6 months later, God forbid, if there's something actually there, then it's too far progressed to do any real impact, to stay the situation." So I did the biopsy. It took almost a month to come back. When it came back, that was a diagnosis of the aggressive sort. It was triple negative. My family, nobody in my family has ever been diagnosed with cancer. It just came out of nowhere. I remember my mother, we're gonna beat this, and one night I got up and I saw her praying, and I joined her in prayer. At this point, I think the Lord gave me a sense of quiet assurance, so I was praying with mommy, and I was praying in this chirpy tone, and she was like, "I get it, you're okay, you're processing well, but this is not supposed to happen, and no matter what you say, I'm just broken." And she wept, and I'm not used to seeing my mother cry, so that really broke me. And I remember my father, the first thing he said, "How are we going to pay for this?" It's record that my experience both at Spanish Town Hospital, the team led by Dr. Bassiana, the first doctor I went to, Dr. Allen, the team at UA, the chemo unit, they are unmatched. The service was excellent, unmatched. I did 6 months of aggressive chemo. I did have adverse effects. I think now my body is still coming back to. Since then, thankfully, I have done 2 mammograms, no evidence of breast cancer, and I'm on interval checkups. One of the reasons for that is the type of the little C that they said it was. The likelihood of reoccurrence in a number of years, I think they said the first 3 to 5 years is very high. So to stay or to mitigate any reoccurrence that spreads or so, I'm kept under close watch, which I do appreciate. I talk strong now, but it's trauma that I'm still unpacking. My hair was that thing about me that I loved the most, and I never touched it, never braided it, never did anything to it, and to see it go, grieved. To see my body responding in different ways to the treatment, that was also very traumatic, because a lot could have gone wrong. But God, really, I'm so thankful God contextualized my process. I